This is one of the most popular and recommended budget pocket knives around. But in my opinion, it's one of the worst pocket knives around. And I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. The knife we're talking about is the CIVIVI Mini Praxis. And at first glance, totally makes sense. I paid $29 for this and I got D2 steel, ball bearing flipper action that's nice and smooth with a liner lock, G10 handles, decent pocket clip, and it makes it onto tons of best pocket knives and best budget pocket knife lists every single year. And I cannot understand why for one simple reason. It all revolves around the word mini. This thing is too dang small. As soon as I took it out and started using it, I saw right away that I could not get a decent grip on this thing to actually get the leverage that I needed to get serious work done. I mean, it looks good on a thumbnail of a YouTube video, but in actual use, it just falls short. And I'm gonna show you that to you in real time in just a moment, especially when there's another knife that's just so much better. And it's just shocking to me that so many people believe the hype around the little brother to the knife that's actually worth using. The full-size Praxis. Guys, the full-size Praxis is the right option. I have full real estate on a large handle. I have a full-size blade to actually cut through stuff. And it's still very budget friendly. I paid $47 for this. I think it's even cheaper, like $37 right now during the holidays. Guys, I don't get it. It's really mind-boggling to me that the mini gets all the love and the full-size just gets left in the dust. And so, in today's video, we're gonna jump on over to the Blade Bootcamp Stump and put these head-to-head so I can show you in real time the differences between these two blades. And just because something is cheap does not mean it's the right tool. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Aaron. This is Gideonstactical. Let's hop on over and have some fun. All right, let's get after it with both of these blades. Now we got water pipe. Let's see if one cuts better than the other. So there you go. I got through that, no problem. Boom, and good pinch points. This is the one area where I don't mind the choil as much, like right there, when you're doing a kind of this type of a cut. But I don't know. And I'd be curious, do you guys like pocket knives with a dedicated choil in the front, or you prefer the blade to be as close to the handle as possible? Actually, it's almost harder with the little one because, again, I have less, there's just less to work with. So I'm not able to do it quite to the same oomph that I just did with the other. Now, because these are so popular, you know, it's probably good just to see, you know, I'm sure a lot of people will take them hiking and camping and, you know, backpacking. Look at that. That is good, dude, on that full size. And I love it. It's got so much there. Then if I want to choke up, it just gives me enough. Think of like, well, I mean, those would be better choil designs, but for actual dedicated choil, but think of like a Mannix 2 from Spyderco. This reminds me a lot of that, just in how it performs. But ooh, dude. Oh, I'm digging it. Na 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 na, I'm loving it. That is cool. Okay, now let's do the mini. If I back up here. Okay, right away I'm telling you this sucks. Freaking sucks. And it's not the blade itself, it's the handle. Again, it's the handle. Because I don't have the right leverage back here where I was with the other, I'm not even really engaging. I'm sliding off. I'm having a very hard time trying to find where I want to engage with the wood. So I either have to kind of go like this, and it'll do okay. Now if I check with the choil, can I get it to actually function? Okay, that is, I can feel it. This is the way I would absolutely have to be carving any sort of wood with the choil. Without it, it's almost a non-starter. If I was doing like this move right here. So to make sure that you can compare my hand to yours, I wear large size gloves, as many of you know, and my knuckle span from knuckle to knuckle across my fingers like this is 3¼ inches. So, you know, it's about average for an adult male. It's not ginormous, so it's not really tiny. And when I grip the Mini Praxis, you can just see there, my pinky is wanting to fall off. It's narrow, it's thin, and I do not have any sort of leverage that I need to actually use the tool. Then I'm forced into this barely sufficient choil. It just barely locks me in. This is the only way that I feel like I can actually get any sort of work done. And even then, because of how small the blade is, I feel very limited in my capability. Limited. But then when I grab the full size, you can see it's just broader, it's thicker. I have so much extra real estate. I never need to engage with that choil. If I do, it's only for very close up, very precise cuts. Now there is one area where the Mini Praxis is a little bit better than the full size, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But it's the time of year where VAER Watches is having their holiday sale where you can score up to 25% off certain timepieces. And it was over a year ago that I first put a VAER watch on my wrist. And since then, they've gone with me on awesome, crazy adventures into the great outdoors. They've been with me on memorable moments with my friends and family and just everywhere in between. And I just end up finding them on my wrist more often than not because they just keep on ticking and they just have a level of quality and style that really connects with me. And with many of their designs being assembled right here in America, it's just cool knowing that American workers built the watch that's on your wrist. And with so many different power sources and movements to choose from basic quartz through AmeriQuartz into solar power movement, all the way up into automatic, there's a plethora of choices and designs for you to choose from. And so I'm gonna have a link popping up. It's in the description box below so you can start exploring all the different features and designs and capabilities that these watches have. And they make great gift items for the holidays, for friends and family, or even yourself. So check them out and stay on time for all of your adventures. The difference is that the Mini has D2 steel with a 58 to 60 HRC. The full size, for some reason, doesn't have that steel and is sporting 9CR 18 MOV, HRC is 57 to 59. So it's close, but if you're looking at pure edge retention, the D2 will hold its edge slightly longer, with the 9CR being a little bit easier to resharpen. Now 9CR isn't bad, especially at this price point, but if you really care about your steel composition, there is a Nitro V version that is going to have like 5961 HRC, I believe, and that has a push button lock instead of a liner lock, but that's going to be pushing more into like the $65 range and not really making it budget really anymore. But that is available if you're liking everything else in the design. And I'll have a link popping up as well as in the description box below over to my Amazon affiliate store where you can check out all the different variants of the Praxis lineup, along with all the other partners that I have like Blade HQ and Knife Center and DLT Trading. Those will all be in the description box below so you can kind of check out different variants and models to make the best choice for you. Now another win for the full size that just doesn't make any sense for me on the Mini is that even though these have flippers, so very easy to deploy right or left-handed, the Mini is only right-handed operable with the pocket clip, whereas the full size has ambidextrous capability for the pocket clip. So you lefties, another reason why the full size just makes sense. So there you go, guys. I hope that this has made it pretty apparent that unless you're a child or have like micro hands, that the full size just makes more sense, and the Mini definitely leaves something to be desired on multiple fronts. And just because something is cheap does not mean it's the right tool. I want to thank you guys for hanging with me today. I hope it's been fun and entertaining. Leave comments below. I want to know from you guys if I'm totally missing it for some reason. I want to know. I want to hear from you and why. I appreciate your guys' time. Check out the other videos. Subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, always remember to stay equipped, stay prepared, and I'll see you out there.